Talk Show. I'm your host, Jane, and today I'll be interviewing characters from the best book, George Washington Talks. First up is Matt. Sit down there, Matt.
Thank you for having me.
Would you mind a few questions?
No, I don't mind. Go ahead.
So first up, were you excited for the camp out and why?
I was super excited for the camp out because I would see all my friends and we could read my book about George Washington.
I would be excited too. Were you scared to go on the hike?
I was super scared to go on the hike because it's dark, but still, the Adventure Club does need an adventure.
Yeah. Wow, you sound brave. How did you feel when you went back in time? Were you nervous?
I was super nervous because I didn't know how to get back and I didn't know what it would be like.
Were you scared when you thought you lost Katie? It sounds like you're a really good brother and care about your sister.
I was super scared. I did not know where she was and I didn't know if she would be okay.
How did you feel when you saw George Washington? Were you shocked that you went back in time?
I was so shocked. George Washington is from the 18th century and we're just kids from the 20th.
Were you super sad when Israel died?
I was so sad when Israel died because Israel was one of my better friends even though I just met him.
How did you feel when you got back into the real world with your mom and your dad?
I was so happy. I turned on all the electronic to see if it was real.
Well, that is it. Matt, can you bring Katie out to be interviewed?
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Katie, would you mind coming in?
That was my turn. And yes.
Hello? I'm going to ask you a few questions, and can you answer them?
Okie dokie.
So first up, why did you want to go to the camp out? Is it because you're a big girl, or because you wanted to be included?
I came because Matt didn't want me to tell Mommy about the peas.
Peas? What peas?
No peas, Katie. Get your facts straight. There were no peas.
Okay, that's enough talk about peas. Let's go to your next question. What attracted you to the boat?
I don't really know. One second I was looking for my marshmallows, and the next I'm on a boat traveling to the 18th century.
Marshmallows? What marshmallows? I let you go on a camp out with your brother by yourself, and you brought marshmallows?
They reduced the sugar.
How did you feel when you got lost?
I was so scared. I was worried that I would never get back. And I knew that Matt would go crazy if he found out that I fell off.
Okay, Katie, last question. How did you feel when you got home?
I felt amazing. I fell asleep very fast.
Well, thank you for your time.
Okie dokie. Goodbye.
Hooter, would you mind coming in?
Hi.
Hello. Well, here's a question for you. Were you nervous about going to the hike?
Yeah, I was because I'm scared of the dark. I still sleep with 2 nightlights.
Okay. Well, you sound brave if you were scared. How did you feel when you lost Katie?
I felt super scared because my best friend's sister got lost.
I would be scared too. You sound like Matt. Katie must be a sister to you. How happy were you when you got home?
I was really happy to be home.
That's all the questions we have, Hooter.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Now, Soldier Israel, would you mind coming in?
Not at all.
Well, tell me about it. Are you a soldier?
Yeah.
Would you mind a few questions then?
Nope.
Okay, so how did you feel when you met Matt?
I felt happy to have a good friend like Matt.
Do you have any other friends besides Matt?
Yeah, I do. My sister and my other 2 crazy brothers.
Very interesting. How did you feel to freeze to death?
It felt very, very cold.
Well, now I feel bad for you. Freezing is pretty not cool.
Yeah, actually it was pretty cool.
Did you think Matt would survive without you?
Yeah, but I was worried he wouldn't because right there was where some English settlers were, and I knew they wouldn't be too happy that Americans were walking through.
Yeah, I'd be nervous too if you're letting a kid walk away by themselves. Well, thank you for coming, Israel. I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Now, Tony, would you mind coming in?
Hello.
Hello, Tony.
Hi. Thank you for having me here.
So, when you went home, did you tell Grandpa what happened?
Yes, I did, and Matt said I could because he wasn't worried that he would tell my parents. They would probably think he was going crazy. I told him about going back in time and seeing Adam Hibbs and George Washington.
Damn, that must have been a lot of talking.
Yeah, it was.
So, what was your favorite memory?
Well, it was meeting George Washington and seeing all my friends again.
That must have been really cool. How did you feel when you lost Matt?
I was scared, and I felt like I had lost him forever. It might have been the best and worst day of my life.
Well, that's all the questions for you. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Now, Q, would you mind coming in?
Yeah.
So, hello. How did you feel when you got the adventure book?
I was happy because I wanted the book so bad, but little did I know the things that talked about it in the book we would experience.
You sound like you love adventures. How did you feel when you lost Matt?
I was scared because I thought he's my best friend, and I didn't want him to get lost. I thought he was going to be gone forever.
Well, did you find Matt?
Yeah, I did, but it took a while.
For the last question, were you scared that you would never get back?
Yes, I was terrified. I thought I would never see my family again.
That sounds really sad. Well, I'll see you soon. Bye, Q.
Bye.
So, when you found the kids in the lake, were you surprised?
I was so surprised. Kids just don't show up out of nowhere.
I hear that sometimes. So, George, what was your favorite memory in the war?
Well, winning, of course, but also meeting all my soldiers. They were all so nice.
Who was your favorite soldier?
I don't think I can answer that one. They were all so good.
Well, thank you for your... Oops, well, we're out of time. I'll see you next time on the Sock Show Talk Show. And now we're sailing out of the studio.
Bye.
Bye.